So, you're from Kenya, huh? So how come you speak English? These were the first words ever uttered to me on American soil. At first I was offended, thinking that this was the airport officer's idea of a crude joke. Had I made a mistake leaving home to fly halfway around the world to pursue higher education? It wasn't too late to rethink this. I could probably sneak back onto the plane, go back home. But then I remembered that this is what they said it was going to be like. 16 hours earlier, I had left home for college. It was going to be 5 years away from home, 5 years away from my family. Advice came in many shapes and forms, ranging from my parents urging me to stay focused on my studies, to my aunt simply asking me not to import a wife. But most importantly, I was told that the challenges would arrive unexpected and unannounced. I looked up at the officer, and the sincerity on his face told me that he meant no harm, and he was genuinely intrigued. Within 10 minutes of landing in the country, I began to fully realize what a learning experience lay ahead for me, as well as those around me. Northeastern University has proved to be just that and a great deal more. Good morning, President Freeland, Chairman Finnegan, and members of the Board of Trustees, Governor Whitman, and distinguished guests, parents and families, faculty, staff, and most of all, Mom. All right, sit down. I only have 5 minutes here. Sit down. All right. To my fellow graduates from the class of 2003, Gluck Vunche, felicitations, le congratulazioni, le felicitations, gelequens, us parabens, memfanya mzuri, wuseka lopenj. Congratulations, we finally made it. How does it feel? It is with great honor that I stand here before you today to close a chapter on a journey to building foundations and mark the start of a journey to realization of dreams. From here on, we begin to harvest the fruits of our labor. Now, a lot of you are looking up at me and thinking, wait a minute, what's he talking about? I need to find a job before I begin to harvest any kind of fruit. Trust me, I know exactly what you're saying. But I can also honestly tell you that you are better prepared than anyone else. If any one of you were to ask me, where are you headed to next? I could honestly tell you, I don't know. I can't tell you what the future holds. I can't tell you how long it will take to make your first million, to perform your first heart surgery, to run for president, or to land a part in a Broadway musical. Whatever your ambition, whatever your goal, whatever your dream, no one can tell you for certain if and when it will be realized. So I really can't tell you where you're going. But what I can tell you is where you're coming from. You're coming from an institution that practices a unique and superior approach to education. It's an approach that seamlessly integrates challenging liberal arts and professional studies with the world's largest, most innovative cooperative education program. And we can all take pride in the fact that, working together, we have made Northeastern the #1 co-op school in the nation. As a student, you have benefited from an outstanding faculty, and as an employee, you have had the opportunity to work for a vast array of institutions. So for the past 5 years, you've been growing as a student as well as a professional, having the benefit of the best of both worlds. It doesn't get much better than that. Now, if that doesn't give you a boost of confidence, perhaps this will. Imagine, if you will, two sports teams preparing to play against each other, be it in field hockey, volleyball, basketball, or football, but both these teams have gone through rigorous training under the expert eye of highly qualified coaches Both teams have had excellent training facilities, and both teams have meticulously studied tapes and footage from past games. The one difference is, however, that one of these teams has never actually played a real game before. They've never blocked a tackle or thrown a pass or set up that last shot with pressure coming in from all four sides and time running out. The other team, on the other hand, has had close to 2 years of full contact playing experience. They know what it means to block that tackle and make that pass. They've been through everything from bitter defeat to sweet victory and are here today ready to play. Were these teams to go head to head, who would you put your money on? I know who I would. My 5 years here at Northeastern have taught me a lot of things. Among the most important is the fact that you should never set limitations on yourself. If you do, how can you ever realize your full potential? Limitations only produce imitations, imitations of what could have been. I also learned to follow my heart. When you get to the fork in the road, your head will tell you the logical prong to take. But you will spend the rest of your life wondering what would have happened, what could have happened, had I chosen to follow my heart instead. Life is too short for that. So even though you've spent the last 5 years using your head to find all the right answers to the quizzes and exams, you now need to trust your heart to find the right answer for the rest of your life. Therefore, if excellence is the desired destination, let perseverance be your ever-burning fuel, but also let patience be your ever-present companion. Northeastern taught me the importance of responsibility. The roads we choose to follow may be different, but they will invariably be strewn with similar responsibilities. The responsibility to family, to education, the responsibility to look beyond religious creed, beyond race, and beyond cultural background. These may define who we are, but they can never change what we are. We are ultimately all the same, all members of the same race, the human race. If we're able to realize and embrace this fact, then isn't it conceivable that someday we can see the end of conflict and the end of unnecessary loss? Being from Africa, I also learned the true meaning of the phrase, "It's cold outside. You'd better cover up." And very often that springtime is just a rumor in Boston. While standing out in the cold waiting for the tea, I also came to the realization that the E in E-line probably stands for elusive, because it's never quite there when you need it. I wish you all success. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you will always carry a part of this institution with you. Whether you end up in the United States, in Africa, Japan, or India, you will always have a part of NU in you. And my fellow graduates, with NU in you, you have the benefit of a dual education. With NU in you, you'll be driving the train while they're just getting to the station. Along the tracks will lay uncertainty, disappointment, and frustration, but you'll be armed with experience, perseverance, but most of all, determination. So take this piece of NU in you with you. William Shakespeare once said, "We are such stuff as dreams are made on." Stay true to yourself. Never stop dreaming. Thank you and good luck.